show you. So this is all, they're embroiders.
Embroidered?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't think I've seen your work recently, except maybe in reproductions.
I don't think you've seen my
reproductions,
work really at all, which is, and the thing is, it's really delicate, it's very tactile, and it's hard to convey on film. This is the most recent work that I've been doing. For the past 3 years, 3.5 years, I've really been focusing on just using thread and with flat sort of found artifacts.
These are more recognizable objects that you've been embroidering, including a roasted peanut bag and stamps.
This piece is, I ended up coming back from Germany and realizing I didn't use these stamps. I was in Germany doing acupuncture for my knee. One of the reasons, too, of me just starting to use thread as of 3.5 years ago is because I've had a major accident with my leg. I have a kneecap that is basically off track all the time, and the easiest thing for me to do was just to sit on the floor with my legs straight. And it's still easiest for me to do that because I have a lot of pain, and to just sit and sew. So this piece is actually, it's like a little calendar that I made myself, or schedule, of when I was going to the doctor, and then this piece is kind of funny. It really sums up the place where I came from. It's very random. My mom sent it to me as got a clock from my mom for my birthday, and she just wrote a little note on a Rolodex card because that's kind of how she is, and that's what she wrote. That is from the shoe repair here in my neighborhood. The work grounds me. It holds me in a space. It helps me find my path. I mean, there is something really powerful about creating something intimate. Thread I have been using for maybe almost 14, ever since I came to New York. I started using thread kind of to slow myself down. I was so type A, so I needed something that was quiet and that was nurturing. It was sort of like mending myself. So I started using thread on objects that I would pick up and transform. The thing about thread, too, what I love about it, is that I can walk out the door with a spool of thread and sort of find something along my path. So it's actually one piece, and this is an older piece. As I said, I consider myself a mixed media artist, so I have lots of different materials that I'm using to transform objects. It's the same basic principle of sort of just going out in the world and finding certain things that just speak to me. It's more about the sort of taking that place back with me and sort of sitting with it. It's almost like loving it, heightening it, and putting it onto the wall. This is a piece of soap, and this is an orange peel. I took it and I embroidered around the orange peel, and then I put silk and gold leaf, and there's some wax on it too. This is an After 8 dinner menu. This is probably the closest to what you might see over on the other wall, where I just took one stage of transformation, and I covered everything in thread, or embroidered through with the thread, and it's a cigarette box top.
You're drawn by the fact that they're both seductive and, in a sense, unidentifiable. So that's part of the reason why you're sort of compelled to see. You know,
when you're put into a situation that you don't necessarily understand, it actually forces you, in a sense, to be more aware and become more present.